Hey, how's it going? Alex here from IdeaSpot. In today's video, we are looking at Hostinger's Cloud Startup Plan. You'll learn step by step how to set up a WordPress website on here, and I'll test the plan with a number of different benchmarking tools and see how it performs. So if all that sounds interesting, then keep watching. All right, first step to set this up, we head to hostinger.com/ideaspot. Now, I've put a link in the description that will take you straight there, or you can just type that in. That will take you to Hostinger's page. At the moment, we can see they are running their Black Friday sale. Scrolling down the page, we can see their plans. Last time I did a video, I was using this one, Premium. Now, what I can tell you is that this price is going to come down to $199, so an even bigger discount if you wait till November 19th. That price is going to get even better. This sale is going to last right up until December 3rd. So good chance to sign up to Hostinger if you've been thinking about it. But what I'm going to do today, rather than using the regular plans here, I'm going to try out their cloud hosting today as well. So this one is for larger scale projects. The pricing is a little bit higher. I wanted to test this out and see how it performs. So the basic specs are down here. You've got 3 gigabytes of RAM, 2 CPU cores. It's good for up to 300 websites, and every cloud hosting plan comes with a free domain and SSL. So I'm going to add that one to my cart. All right, first step is to choose the period. Now you'll notice that the discounts improve the longer the period you choose. So the pricing is there and the renewal pricing is down there. Create an account, email address, Google account, Facebook account. Fill in your details there and have a coupon code. This is important. If you use my coupon code IdeaSpot, you'll get an even bigger discount. So let's just put IdeaSpot in here and hit apply. And you'll notice that pricing is going to come down a little bit more as well. So 10% off using that IdeaSpot code as well. So go ahead, fill that out, hit submit, and I'll meet you in the dashboard. Now that we are all signed up and logged in, we can see our cloud startup plan is there in our dashboard. We can head over to setup. And it's just going to run us through a few questions here. We click start now. So you can go through this setup wizard process. Alternatively, you can just click skip. It's a little bit quicker actually to do that. Now it's going to say create or migrate a website. We are going to be creating a website here. So we have a few choices here. We can start with WordPress with AI, Hostinger's own builder with AI, or we can skip and start from scratch. I think for what I'm doing today, it's easy just to start from scratch. And then for our website name, we can claim a free domain, buy a domain, or use an existing domain. So for a lot of those web packages, you'll have a free domain included. So that's what I'm going to go with today. The last video actually used an existing domain. So check out that old video if you want to see that process. But let's go with the free domain today. So select that one. So there's all kinds of domain extensions. You can drop down the menu there and you can choose from any of these extensions. I think the best one is the good old .com. So I've just got to come up with a .com for this tutorial. So let's try that. So one that should be available is AlexSpot. So ALXspot. If we hit search, we can confirm if that domain is available, which it is. If you're curious about how I found a free name to choose, I use leandomainsearch.com to find domain ideas. So that's how I came up with AlexSpot. Let's hit continue. So the domain registration process just involves entering some details. So you just enter your personal details there and hit finish registration. After that's all done, you'll have a choice of your server location. So by default, it's set to North America. We can actually choose a number of locations around the world here. So just choose something closest to your audience. I'm just going to stick with that North American location for this tutorial. Go with that one and let's finish the setup. And then we'll see an initialization process ticking away down here. We just have to wait for that to finish. Great, so this looks all good. We can either view the website or head to our control panel. Let's go over to our control panel. So this is our website control panel. What I want to do now is put a blank copy of WordPress on here. So if we head to website and we can see WordPress there, and we want to install WordPress, and we just have to fill this in. So let's just call this one IdeaSpot, and my username can be IdeaSpot, and put a nice strong password in there. Make sure your password meets all those requirements there and then hit next. I'm going to save that password in. We can choose our WordPress version, language, and updates here. I'd leave this all on default and hit install. All right, that looks all good. We can reach our WordPress admin panel through that button here. One thing that's recommended is to install Lightspeed to improve WordPress performance. So let's go ahead and install that one. After doing that, we can see we've now got Lightspeed enabled and our object caching is enabled. So that looks all good. We can now head over to our WordPress admin panel. I'll open that in a new tab here. So Hostinger has this setup wizard here for beginners, but what we can do is just head over to plugins and see what plugins are installed here by default. We can see we've got Hostinger and Hostinger AI Assistant. I might actually just deactivate both of these. So we've got a basically default setup. So I'm going to deactivate them. And Lightspeed Cache is basically the only one I want here for our plugins. And then let's head over to Appearance and Themes. And from here, we're going to add a new theme. I think the two best themes in terms of free themes at the moment are Astra and Cadence. I think Cadence's free package gives you slightly more. So I'll go with a Cadence starter template for this demo. After that's installed, we click Activate, and we'll have an option to install Cadence starter templates. So these are all our templates. We have templates for Gutenberg and we have templates for Elementor as well if you prefer. I find the Gutenberg ones have slightly higher performance, so a little faster from Gutenberg, and you can filter free and pro here. So I'll just filter out only the free ones. So this is all our free templates. And if we scroll down, you can see all the ones that are available for free. The one I like to test with is one of the early ones that came out, Agency. I really like this one. So let's just go ahead and install the full site, skip and start importing here, and this will do its thing. It takes a few seconds, but that's all there is. After that's done, we can click Finished, View Your Site, and that's basically all there is to setting up a template on WordPress. We can edit the page here. I've got a complete tutorial on customizing a Cadence site. I'll put that up in the corner if you want to check that out. But let's actually run some performance benchmarks on here. So let's head back to our dashboard, and under Plugins, Add New. If we search for benchmark, there's a couple benchmarking plugins I like to use. So this one, WordPress Hosting Benchmark Tool by Anton Alexandrov. I like that one. And this one, WP Performance Tester. So I'm going to install and activate both of those ones, and we'll run those tests. So the first results from WP Performance Tester, the WordPress performance on here was excellent. 0.49 seconds it completed that benchmark. I'm going to compare this to some other hosts I've tested recently. So here are some other WordPress managed hosts that I've tested recently. SiteGround's Grow Big plan, Hostinger's Premium Shared plan, RocketNet Starter plan, and Hostinger Cloud Startup that we're working on today. We can see that this result, 495, is the fastest one we've done in a while. So well done to Hostinger on their Cloud Startup plan here. And on the WordPress Hosting Benchmark Tool, it's scored an 8.4. I'll show you how that one compares as well. So for comparison, here are some results from some other WordPress managed hosts that I've tested. RocketNet also got an 8.4, same as the Hostinger Startup Cloud that we did today. SiteGround got an 8.1 when I tested it, and Hostinger's Premium Shared got an 8. So in terms of comparison, I think all these results were very similar. Hostinger's Premium Shared and the Startup Cloud were very similar, except when you get down to network download test speed. So we're getting a 9 here versus a 7.25. That was the main difference between the Hostinger Premium and the Cloud Startup. And if you can remember my previous review of this service, I think this was caused by a 10 megabit limit on that network speed. So I wanted to test the download speed myself specifically for this one and see what the difference was. So downloading a 200 megabyte test file, I was using a data center connection to try and download this as fast as I could. 18 seconds to download that using Hostinger's Cloud Startup. Hosting the same file on Hostinger's Premium Shared, that took 2 minutes and 41 seconds to download. So I think this is going to be a 10 megabit connection on the Premium Shared hosting versus a 100 megabit connection on Hostinger's Startup plan with their Cloud Startup plan. So I think this is really the key difference, the network speed that you get on these cloud plans versus the network speed that you get on the shared plan. This one is much, much faster. The other test I like to do is just check the web vitals with a WooCommerce shop installed. I've got the standard one that I use with 14 items in the shop. Just test how long it takes for a customer to log in and load the shop page. The other one I like to test is just a static website page with just text and a menu and a bit of background color. And so I'll run these through GTmetrix and just check their web vitals here. So this shop is getting a largest contentful paint in 1.1 seconds. And the static page is loading in 485 milliseconds for the LCP. So let's compare those numbers as well. So for comparison, here are some of the results from other hosts I've tested recently. We've got SiteGround, NameHero, Vultr High Frequencies, Hostinger's Cloud Startup, Hostinger's Premium Shared, and RocketNet Starter. So Hostinger's Cloud Startup is the one we were using today. 1.1 for the WooCommerce and 0.49 for the static page. Very similar to their Premium Shared, but a little bit faster for the cloud plan. So definitely an edge to the cloud startup there, but not a huge difference. But yeah, still great result for hosting as cloud startup. All right, conclusions on the hosting a cloud startup plan. I think probably my main takeaway here was big improvement in network performance compared to the shared plans. Like we saw on our download speed test and our WordPress benchmarks, much better network performance. This is definitely going to benefit sites that have heavier traffic and have larger pages. Like an e-commerce website that has many products is definitely going to benefit from this cloud plan rather than the shared plan. You've also got very generous limits on bandwidth and storage. So you've got 200 gigabyte NVMe storage, unlimited bandwidth as well. So if you compare the other industry competitors, this is a really great deal in terms of those allowances. And having this all fully managed by hosting it, so updates, malware scanning, security, CDN, lightspeed caching, all that set up for you. I really appreciate that aspect of it as well. For cons, this is just higher in pricing compared to other hosting products. We saw those shared plans have very aggressive pricing, like that premium shared hosting on sale for $250. They're really competing with themselves in terms of where they position these different products. But this one, the cloud startup, is very good combination of price, performance, and features. I'd recommend this one to pages that have heavier traffic or heavier page sizes. And the premium shared one is better for your lightweight, low traffic type projects. So again, if you're interested in checking this one out, hostinger.com/ideaspot, link is in the description. Also, I'll put up at the end screen, I'll put up the Hostinger shared premium plan video that I did earlier as well, if you want to check that one out. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.